Hello and welcome to a chip off the old block toys. I'm Jeff. Today we're going to review a set that's been out for a while. I know, it's been out since June the 1st of 2023, so I'm, 7 months behind. This is set number 43227, and this is the Villain's Icon from Disney. Now, let me tell you why I'm doing it. Mrs. Chip and I were out yesterday, and we were doing some shopping, and I don't really pay attention to Disney too much, as far as their sets or their movies too much anymore, because I'm not that age, and whatever, I just don't care, I'll be honest. But Mrs. Chip does. Mrs. Chip loves Disney. So when we were out, she saw this set at Target, and she really wanted it. And I told Miss Chip, I said, wait a minute, let's not get it here, because with my red card I only get 5% off. If I go to the Lego store, which is, by the way, just happened to be about 10 minutes down the road from where we were at, I said, I can use my points to get money off of it directly, get new points for the 5% of the balance that's left, and use my Visa Rewards card that has the 2% back cash, and they pay you right away the 2%. So I was like, wait a minute, let's go there. And yes, I am a cheapo. I had 4 kids, and as the famous finance guy, something Reagan, said, is that either you have kids or you have money. Well, I had 4 kids, so you know what I don't have. So that's why I'm a cheapo. And anyway, we got this set for very cheap. It's supposed to be $129.99, but I assure you I did not pay anywhere even close to that. About half of that's what I paid for this, because that's how many points I had and the percentages off and all that. So anyway, for those who have not seen my channel before, this will not be a review. But if you've seen this, I'm sorry, the next few seconds it's going to be a review. Here's how I do it. I go over the dimensions. Usually I go over the minifigures. This time I won't. And you look at this and you say, what minifigures? Well, we'll get to that. I will have the minifigures underneath the creativity part this time. And then I will rate the next 5 things from 0 to 10, 0 being the worst, 10 being the best, and that is, we'll talk about the value, creativity of the set, playability, ease of build, and the part out value of this set. And that, we average those scores, and we come up with a number, and that's the 6th overall ranking of this set. So without further ado, let's get into this, but please hit the like button and subscribe if you feel like I've earned your subscription. I will tell you this about the set before I give you the dimensions. I like it in general because, well, the CCR tape is about a 1-to-1 scale. It's about the same size as a real one. And the books too. The books are about the same size as books that I have all over my home. And so is the playing cards, the Apple. It's basically built to scale, so I like it no matter what the dimensions are. But here are the dimensions. This thing is 9 inches this way from the card to the end. It's 7¼ inches wide for the videotape, and it's 7½ inches tall. For those on the metric system, that's 23 centimeters this way, 18½ this way, and 19 from the top of this to the table. So let's talk about value. Well, you all know I don't like stickers, so yeah. When it comes out with these stickers, yeah, I don't like it. But I do understand in this particular case why they did, because some of the stuff would be hard to print, like this card. Well, the card is printed, I'm sorry. But the little Ursula thing, I can see where they have some trouble printing that. But still, I don't like stickers, so I'm going to give the value a 9 out of 10. The price per piece is great, though. I mean, this is a licensed set. This is Disney. And it comes in at $129.99 and 1,540 pieces and 4 minifigures is 8.4 cents per piece, which is an excellent value. So that's why it's only a 9. I didn't mark it off further because the only thing I don't like is the stickers. I mean, even this is printed right here, is clock face, which looks pretty in depth. Anyway, let's get into creativity. Now this thing is very, very awesome. It looks like just a videotape, right? With a couple books and a playing card. Doesn't look like much, but if you know the Disney universe, you know how awesome this is. First of all, we've got the representation of the Queen, the off with her head lady from Alice in Wonderland. And I think that's really freaking cool. And then we've got this apple, which represents Snow White and how the evil step monster, mother, wanted to kill her own stepdaughter. And you open up the apple and you have the queen and the poisonous apple inside the apple. So, you know, that's pretty cool. Alright, what else we got? Well, we've got the Little Mermaid here, and this looks like a VHS tape. You got a little bit more tape on this side than the other, which was very common. And then, you know, you've got the rewind things here for the machine itself. And just like the real VCR tape, you can bust this open, and when you do, you see scenes from the Little Mermaid. And no, real VCR tapes, you really couldn't see it unless you held it in a light a certain way, and it was really small, hard to see, but the representation of it is pretty freaking awesome. I like it, and I like how they rounded the tapes and stuff. So that's pretty cool. And then we've got this. You open this up, and you've got Jafar from Aladdin as the genie. And by the way, in the movie, that was very ingenious how they tricked him into becoming a genie, because now he's a servant. And he didn't like that part. He just wanted the power, not realizing that it was tied to servitude. And we've got a little home there for him. Next we have Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast comes at the bottom of this book. I love how they use the door frames. They use 3 of them. And you've got Gaston from Beauty and the Beast in here. The arrogant, self-righteous guy, but he made me laugh like crazy. I don't find self-righteous people in this world as funny as Gaston. I find him annoying, but in this case they pulled off being funny. And then here, from Sleeping Beauty, you've got the Wand of Maleficent, and you got her inside here with her wand again. So there's a lot of creativity. Oh, and I cannot forget, we've got the stopwatch from Peter Pan, from Captain Hook. The one that made the crocodiles raise the eyebrows in their eyes and play around. But anyway, really cool pocket watch. So, given all the things I just told you, I wouldn't want to give it less than 10, but I can't give it less than 10. This is a 10 on creativity. I mean, just look at all the things they did. And I forgot to mention this too. They even on the books put a crease as if where it was opened. And books do get like that, especially paperbacks. And well, hardbacks do too. But anyway, it's nice that they captured the essence of what a book is. And, you know, I guess the wear that they go through over time. So I really like that. I mean, just so much realism to this. So creativity's a 10. Playability, though, I'm only going to give it a 6, and this is why. This is a display piece. I mean, yes, you do have hidden compartments with people in them, and that's kind of cool. And that's why I didn't dock any lower than a 6. But overall, there isn't a whole lot you can do with it. It's just a display piece. It's an interesting conversation piece that if you put at your coffee table, I'm sure will bring conversation about. Now, just make sure the grandkids aren't around, because you will no longer have that talking piece. Anyway, as far as ease of build, I'm going to give it a 7. This is not a hard build. However, I always rate it based off of what my granddaughter can do, and she's 5. And if it's easy for her to build, I give it a 10. I mean, if it's like just plain easy. It's not, so it's a 7. There is only one instruction booklet, and the instruction booklet itself has, let me tell you, ooh, didn't mean to roll that around, has 346 steps. So that's about 4 to 5 pieces per step. Not extremely hard, but like I said, I'm basing this off of a 5-year-old building, so I'll give it a 7. Part out value, I'll give an 8. There's a lot here. I like the arches in the books, and I like some of the slopes and stuff. A lot of the tile, those are things that are really easy to use somewhere else. So part out value is going to be an 8. So if you take everything I've said, the overall ranking is an 8.0. Now there's 4 minifigures to this set, and I've already showed you a couple of them. They're all unique to the set, so they're not in any other set. And this has been out since June for 7 months. So there's a probably, I can't say there's a low possibility, but I don't think there's much of a possibility they're going to come out with them anywhere else. You've got here the evil queen in disguise, and like I was saying earlier, you've got Gaston tucked away in this little section here. You have Jafar as the genie here, and you have Maleficent on the side here. And all these characters are unique, like I said, so it's awesome that you get that, and you're not going to get them anywhere else except for you go to Bricklink and pay higher prices or Brick Owl. In closing, I'd like to say, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you feel like I've earned your subscription. Leave me a comment below. Let me know if you already had this. This has been out for 7 months. If you haven't, tell me why you bought it. Tell me what you think of the price point. If you're not going to get it and you think it stinks, let me know that too. And also, turn on all notifications. That way you'll know whether I'm doing a video or a live stream. I usually do one or the other every day. So if you want to know which one, turn on all notifications. If you want to help the channel, here's a few ways. The first way is if you want to make a donation to the channel, you can do it through PayPal. There's a link in the description. If you want to buy pieces from my Bricklink store so that you get pieces you need for your builds, but I get the money I need for my builds, then head to my Bricklink store. It's called the Chip Off the Old Block. We have about 1 million pieces and we ship within 24 business hours, and the link is in the description as well. If you don't have the financial means, that's totally okay. I appreciate every like, every comment, every subscription. I appreciate it all. So another way you can help the channel though is by watching another video of mine just right after this one. If you watch them consecutively, the algorithm loves it and it pushes it out to more people. So if you could watch another video of mine, I've got some of the advent calendars that are like 3 to 5 minutes. I've got ones that are 10 minutes. I've got ones that are an hour. Just whatever time you got, if you would. Also, if you want to help me out by being my marketing department, I'd appreciate it. I can't afford one. Don't have the time to do it. And how do you do that? You just share a link to this video or any of my other videos on other social media platforms and just get the word out there. Let them know it's here. All right, guys, be good to each other. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you on the next one.